Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
Down, 30 base.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
Hey, Charlie.
42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Brickstone, travel.
Come on, G. Check the backer.
Hey, seam 6.
2, Mike score 2.
5.
On first down, Costello. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Ready?
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Roll out.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Tight down. There you go.
Hard.
Check.
Blue draw quarter. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, go, Mike 40.
Now.
To throw on third down, Costello. And that is incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
And the Seahawks, first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Costello escaping the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Switch.
Hey, lock it. Be careful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Shift. Wide, get wide.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Also a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Back to throw. Costello steps away to his left, letting one go deep for the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Two times. Everyone got 50 balls. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo.
Throwing on first down. Costello. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready. 60 or.
Too low, top.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, let's go second.
Squeeze. Ready.
2nd and 3. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They come out here in the eye. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Fair.
Check. Begin. He's coming.
Rock it. Now.
On 1st and 10, Costello. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, Costello. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. 4 down. Watch 89. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
3 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Tighten up. Undercut.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Switch.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Looking to throw. Costello. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing. And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
4 down.
To throw again, Costello. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 31, check 31, check 3, check 3.
Leo.
On 3rd down, Costello. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. 4 down.
Jackson will throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Get it.
A final shot before break. Costello. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. From the 31, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 down.
From the 41, Jackson, throw left side, complete to Moss. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Check 52. 36.
After the sack on first down, Jackson dancing to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs. Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now. Jackson now. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Whip. Watch the whip.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Check. Hot route. Hot. Hey, watch this. Okay.
They'll run on first down. Moss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will get him down behind the line, but a penalty flag comes in late. And I think they got him down by the face mask. Brown, the lone receiver, left. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Costello looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Moss. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it, the defense.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 87 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Seahawks 20, Ravens 7. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They go play action now. Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Powers through. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. One last shot for Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone.